Welcome to the YouTube channel, Brock Ashby here, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through an upper body workout. I'm currently day 11 into the Built by Brock 8-week challenge, which is one of the programs that I provide. I'm doing it myself. I'm pursuing fat loss. I'm about just over 1 kilo down. When I weighed myself yesterday, I was exactly 1 kilo, so I would have dropped a little bit more overnight. And I'm going for about a 3 to 4 kg drop over this 8 weeks, and I'm going to be talking about it every now and then on YouTube like I am today. But today I'm going to take you through an upper body workout. So this is how I program for myself and also how I program for my clients. It's not a push day or a pull day or like shoulders and arms or whatever. It's complete upper body day. So I like to program for Built by Brock. For the men's training split, we're doing 3 upper body days and 2 lower days over the week. We do that for 4 weeks, and then after 4 weeks it changes to a different set of 3 upper body, 2 lower body workouts. Anyway, I'm going to finish my pre-workout, which is God's gift, a long black or Americano if you're from America, with an extra shot. So 3 shots of coffee in here. That's my favorite pre-workout, and I'm going to get into it. Cheers. Boom. The methodology of this program is a descending rep method, and we're going down by 1 rep for the first 2 exercises that are straight sets. So the first exercise is a barbell bent over row with a pronated grip, and we're going to do 8 reps in the first set, and then 7, and then 6, and 5. And as we decrease the rep by 1, we want to increase the weight by 2 to 3% or as close as we can. So I'm going to start my warm-up sets. Remember, you're never too strong to warm up with the bar. So I'm going to do about 15 reps here. We're going to warm up with 40. When we're warming up, we always want to think of the first weight that we're going to do and then kind of reverse engineer all the way down. So for my first working set, I'm going to do 80 or 85 kilos, one of those two, depending how I feel as I'm warming up, for 8 reps, and then increase as I drop in reps. So I just did the bar, which is 20 kilos. Now I'm going to do 40, then I'll do 60 and 70. Then I'll do my first working set at around 80, 85. Now I'm going to do 8 reps of 60. For my last warm-up set, I'm going to do 70, but I'm not going to do it for 8 reps. I'm going to do it for 5 to 6 because I think that's going to get me to feeling fresh enough to start my first working set. Quick technique tip, which I think would have to be the biggest thing to take away for the bent over row, is when you're getting into position, you're not bending over with the bar. Think of doing a RDL, a Romanian deadlift, and just pushing your butt back like that. That gets you into position. You're not bending over, you're just pushing your butt back, and that automatically puts you into a position to do the bent over row. And it keeps your knees out of the way. If you just bend over or squat down, you can't row because your knees are in the way, as you can see here. Butt back. Butt back gets your knees out of the way, and you row straight up. Here's the first working set of our bent over row, pronated grip. 8 reps at 80 kilos. And with the steps back, it only needs to be 3 steps. We don't need to do a million steps, waste energy holding the bar. 1, 2, 3. Get your stance ready, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And we have 2 minutes rest in between each set. Now, a big thing, if you want to be strong, you need to rest. It's not being lazy. Being lazy is sitting on the bench, scrolling Instagram for 5 minutes, watching a quick YouTube video for 10 minutes. That's lazy, right? But just set your timer. I'm a big fan of, if you train with me in the app, there's a rest timer. If you just use your Fitbit, you can do that. But time your rest periods. If you want to be strong, if you want to be intentional about your training, You have to take adequate rest, not too long, and obviously not too short. If you have short rest periods, you'll take too much fatigue into the next set. Impossible to be as strong as you can be. So time your rest periods. Let's go. I just did 80 kilos, so times that by 1.03. That's about 82.4. So we're gonna increase the weight 2 to 5% for our next set of 7 reps. So we're gonna make this 82.5. Here we go, 7 reps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 6, 7. With the next set, we're going down to 6 reps. So we're gonna go back up another 2 to 3%, which means instead of 82.5, now we're gonna go up to 85 for 6 reps. Another hack to training, put your weight on early as soon as you finish the set. Because if you wait for your time and then your rest expires and then you start changing weights, you're gonna rest too long. Chuck an extra 1 minute, 2 minutes on just getting the weights ready. So as soon as you finish your set, start doing it then. I know that kind of feels like your workouts are non-stop and you're not resting, but so is the price of getting strong and getting buff. The good thing about doing a cut nice and slow like I'm doing, I wouldn't say it's extreme to lose 3 or 4 kilos in 8 weeks. It depends on, like if I was a little person and I only weighed 40 kilos, yeah, that would be way too much. But I weigh 90 kilos and it's, you know, I'm losing less than 1% of my body weight per week, which is relatively slow. But the good thing about doing a slow fat loss phase and not being too rushed about it, number one, you can help retain your muscle mass a bit better. But number two, you can retain your strength as well. And you can actually still get stronger whilst you're in this deficit because it's not too aggressive and you're not in that massive deficit of calories and of energy as well. 85 for 6. Up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Last working set is going to be 87.5 for 5 reps. I don't know what that is in pounds. It's pretty much double, so what's 90? It's probably about 180, 190 pounds. Just putting my weights in. What is measured can be progressed. So you always want to track your weights to make sure you're getting stronger and applying progressive overload. So after this last set, we got overhead press, 8765. Last set, 5 reps. Here we go. Yep. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. The biggest challenge when you're getting heavier with this exercise is not to, you know, kind of get into this chicken dance when you're doing it. I think that was pretty good. Form may have fell off slightly a little bit, I'm not too sure. But anyway, felt good, 87.5 for 5 reps. Let's set up the overhead press. Since I'm already warm from doing the bent over row, I'm not gonna do as many overhead press warm-up sets. I'm gonna do 2 and then jump into the working set. So I don't need to do just with the bar. I'm going to do just 40 kilos. I'm gonna do that for 8. And then I'll do 60 kilos for around 5 or 6. And then I'll jump into my first working set, which I think is gonna be around 65, 67 for 8. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go 8765, starting from 65 kilos in the overhead press. Let's go. Let's figure out what we're gonna do next. Add 2 to 3%. The closest thing to 67 is 67.5, so I guess we're gonna do the same increments that we did on the bent over row. 65, 67.5, 70, and then 72.5 for 5. With the grip, I like to go just outside my shoulder width. If it's too narrow, it feels uncomfortable. If it's too wide, it actually hurts my shoulders. And when you think about it, if you're lifting weight over your head, you kind of want to stack your bones on top of each other. The wider you go, the more awkward and harder it is to be strong. Think of like a lateral raise when you're holding it out here, how hard that is, as opposed to an overhead press when you're holding heaps of weight directly above you. You kind of want to imitate that pattern. All right, here we go, 70 kilos for 6. This might be like 150 pounds, 155, something like that. Lord have mercy. Also, every rep, you better be touching your body, mate. You better be. 72.5 kilos for 5 reps. Let's go. Oh. Moving on to the next exercises, which are in a superset, lat pull down with a supinated grip and dumbbell chest press. This is 75 kilos, whole stack, and I do find this quite easy, so I'm gonna get more than 10 reps, most likely. Here we go. Moving on to the next superset. Oh my Lord. The next exercise we have here is a seated row with a neutral grip. That's why I have this handle with the neutral. I don't have a seated row machine here, so this is what I do to recreate it. I put a step on the floor that I can use to push myself back, and then I do the seated row from the floor. Not the most ideal situation, but this is what I have in the gym. And this is superset with lateral raises. Here we go. Just work my way back. All right. 1, 2, I'm keeping my shoulder blades down to get the lats. 3, 4, I'm thinking of dragging my elbows through the sand. 5, 6, 7, 9, 12. And here we have lateral raises. I'm going 9 kilos for 10 reps. 30 degrees in front of the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lastly, we're going to finish off with arms. Dumbbell spider curl, superset with tricep push down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And last exercise of the day, tricep push down for 10 reps. 1, 2, 2. Fast on the way down. 3. We want to keep our shoulder blades back and down. 4, 5. And pretty much just movement from the elbows. We don't want our elbows to come forward like that. We want them to stay tucked and inside. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This weight's a bit light, so I'll keep going. 12. We want to get within 1 to 2 reps of failure. Yeah, and that's me. That is day 11 of the 8-week challenge. Like I said in the intro, this is my Built by Brock programming. If you want to join, there's a new program every 4 weeks. The link is in the description. I'm going to jump off, but before I leave, if you do like the way I train, the way I think, my methodologies of training, I did make a video on lateral raises and 4 different types of lateral raises to get wider shoulders. You can check it out here if you want to get some 3D delts. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.